Hello.
You know what you did!
Don't shout.
The camera's far away.
Wow.
It's over there.
Yes, because you have to have three of us in the shot. And you know what you did!
I don't like you. Here we are.
We watched a thing.
No, they're lovely. They support the show, but
I do like you. Here we are. I don't like this film.
yeah,
Who's responsible for this?
I to protect their safety. I am not saying.
We watched this movie, and she was like, "Oh, Patron really wants us to watch this, do a Backseat critique." I'm like, "Okay,
Yeah.
that's great."
I love
We can
Patron
do that.
movies because
Yeah.
you know sometimes they're like digging out the marrow.
Yeah, that was really good. I really liked that.
Sometimes I like Max and Mary. Or Mary and Max, whichever one.
Yeah, it was good. But sometimes you know they're like fat pizza, and sometimes they're like this.
There's like, I can't, in good conscience, call this a film. Like it was presented as visual media.
It's a film.
But
I have seen worse.
I know you probably haven't.
I've seen worse, but this was...
Gratuitously worse.
Basically, you've got what is
I paid attention to the plot.
you got a noir film, an attempt at a noir film. Done with robots done in the style of Dolomorte, so you get these little puppets going like that.
Everything is insanely
and you got a
close to
hand
the
coming
camera.
from the side.
There's nothing else.
Because the
going on.
puppet's probably only cut off to there.
Yeah.
And then, at the same time, you got the serial killer robot who is killing strippers with massive tits just over and over and over again. This is like a mixture between Dolomorte, that's a noir, and someone's really, really particular fetish.
And I was like, 'cause they're all like doing like hygiene things or home maintenance.
So the plot is...
Yeah.
There's a world entirely populated by half-naked, large-breasted women.
Yeah.
And robots that are made of plastic that's been sprayed matte silver.
And
electronic
bits.
bugs.
And bits of Nerf guns, yeah. There was, like, one of the robots had a handle of a Nerf Stampede here for, like, a mustache, and the one had the shield of the same Stampede.
Oh, this supposed to be a mustache? I thought those were his cheekbones.
I don't know. But there's a robot who is being engineered by this doctor robot to be the next step in AI.
Yeah.
And then he went to get a maintenance off a dodgy guy who, like, downloaded the life experience of 7 million serial killers, he said.
which indicates that there were human males at one point. Apart from that, you know, the only man in this film who was a human was Jesus.
And he becomes like, he has like this like religious mania, but then like,
And he makes
there's
a deal
also
with the devil.
like a robot priest that he goes and confesses to. And I'm like, who is robot Jesus? No, because like Jesus was like a human in on all the crucifixes. He was a robot, and like
None of you guys, well, maybe one or two of you guys, have seen Freak Show, the Asylum's answer to Freaks. But there's a bit in that where every couple of minutes it's like the film, it's like it's a web series, and instead of having an intro or an outro, you just got random shots of the carnival doing
and
stuff.
it's the same random shot. Like it's the same random shot of the Ferris wheel lit up at night. The
Yeah.
same random shots of like the carnival at night with the lights on and no guests because no guests ever come, and God only knows how they make money.
Yeah, but this one has a similar sort of thing. Every like 3 or 4 minutes, you got a shot of a
every
skyscraper.
like minute and a half.
You get a shot of a skyscraper and like a little thing buzzing by,
Yeah,
and
zooming
I
past it.
swear it's supposed to be a flying car or something, but you could edit all of those together and you could create a little short film about a giant robot flying around a fucking city.
You know what?
So-
you know what the transition shots of the building reminded me of?
Cheese graters.
No, it reminded me of like the little like interstitial programming bits that you would get like late at night on MTV in like 1993 or 94.
Or like a sci-fi version of the things between,
Like
in between
liquid
scenes in Friends.
Yeah, like or like
The
liquid
Eastings.
liquid TV
Yeah.
kind of shit, like that kind of.
So the robot serial killer goes around killing big-breasted women and is chased by the robot detective who's working for the robot commissioner, who says that the robot detective should probably kill the robot doctor whenever they catch the robot serial killer. And he does. And the robot serial killer makes a deal with the devil when he gets to hell and gets to possess the robot detective, who kills himself in the end.
It ends really abruptly because like we were watching it and I got so bored I started looking at her phone because she was looking at it to see if she had a picture of a cute animal or something, and then suddenly the film was over.
We're like, what? And I was like, all the women were like really bad, and they like actresses, and they're like, no, I'm playing stuff. And I'm like, they all had like really huge fake tits.
Regardless of what was going on to her, like, you know, you'd cut off one leg, cut off two legs, Sometimes it's the same fucking shot looped.
Like, yeah.
Cut off your head, still going,
And I was like, they have got to be all porn stars, because we're like, where do you find this many women with tits like that? Who act like that?
To get naked on camera.
Yeah, and
you know, unless your bill's above it, because you know he has a lot of friends.
The credit scene lists all of the actresses, and then loops back to the beginning and starts listing all of their porn websites that you can go check out if you like.
Although the end credit music was quite good.
Yeah, and like apparently the first stripper, her name was Theresa May, and I was like, see, the Tories ruin everything.
The soundtrack was like the one piece of music looped over and over again.
And the Foley was really bad. Like, they had one hydraulic noise that just kept played over and over and over.
That wasn't hydraulic noise. That was the sound of a drill.
It was some kind of... But it was supposed to be the sound of, like, the hydraulic parts moving around.
And it was one noise.
The two guys who were investigating, you got the main guy has red eyes, and you got the other guy who has green eyes. So it's like Mario and Luigi, and Luigi, like the image of Luigi, the meme image where he's like staring at something off screen. This guy, he always looks like he's staring at something horrifying just off screen.
Yeah, the cameraman.
The whole plot that the Luigi, the doctor, made the serial killer in the first place, and the detective's mission was to kill him off after they'd caught the serial killer.
Why was the doctor alive at the end? Because he ran away from Mario, and then he met up with the serial killer, and then the serial killer did something that exploded him, and then the doctor's still alive again.
Yep, he apparently lost his head and then found it again.
Yeah, he's alive.
And then we don't even get to see Luigi die on screen. It's ended with a line to the police commissioner saying, he was afraid of heights, so I taught him how to fly. Yeah, you don't even get an on-screen death.
Like, it's so bad, and it's just... And every line is delivered... Every line was written and delivered as though it was like... This literally was storyboarded by, like, a 14-year-old boy in 1987. Like, and every line was like, yeah, punk, yeah, motherfucker. But not even, like, in a Nixon and Hogan kind of way.
Yeah, bitch.
It's like, oh, you know, it's shocking. He's a goddamn Picasso. What a worker. It's just like... It's basically like if you took 1,000 scripts of action movies and put them into a random word generator, and then for every line you just hit random again, copied and pasted that into your script. That's what it was.
Yeah, if you've seen Bad Biology or just my review, you know the bit where the sentient penis runs off and rapes people? Imagine that stretched over 70 minutes, occasionally interspaced with the worst detective drama you've ever seen. With robots.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting at this. The serial killer kills at least 30 women.
Yeah. The investigators are like, these guys, the detective is
so
worse
bad. They're the worst robots ever.
The detective is worse at detecting shit than Helen Keller.
Like, the film was what, 70 minutes?
79.
Yeah,
79 minutes
hours long.
And I lost count. I was counting at some point. I lost count. I reckon it's around 30. There are at least 30-second shots of big-breasted...
No, the killing scenes, they started off being a couple of minutes, and by the end, they were literally a couple of seconds.
Yeah, there was like, she died. She died.
It's like the film is getting itself to orgasm.
And it was like, basically, like, okay, it started out with a shower scene, fair enough.
Yeah, just
but then we had a second shower scene,
style
we had a bath scene. There were many murders during nail care. One woman was changing a light bulb.
Yeah, they were all topless, except for like one or two.
Yeah, a couple had bras.
Yeah, they must be like the big prudes of the town.
The last...
It's a hard life in Boob Town. Actually, it's a soft life.
The last victim was whenever the serial killer back possessed the detective, and he went and killed the dominatrix. And I swear she had like 50 Zeds.
She had like prosthetics.
We
like
couldn't tell if they were
literally,
real.
It looked like paper mache tits. They were bigger than basketballs.
They were actually good prosthetics, but they were like basketballs. They were bigger than medicine balls.
Yeah, because of the quality of the version we found of the film. I mean, so theoretically they could have been really,
the 20th anniversary Blu-ray HD release of Exterminator City.
We'll be able to tell if they were implants or not, but it's a little bit hard to tell.
I swear that woman, if they are real implants or if they're just how she was naturally gifted, which
No, I'm saying either they're implants or their makeup for the film.
It looked like paper mache to me.
If they are implants, that poor woman has got no spine left.
Probably. It's just like, and one woman was wearing a mini kilt
in bed,
topless, doing her nails. We decided that she was Mictits. She's from the clan McCrotch. Mictits, the clan McCrotch. But yeah, so I mean, I really don't know what else we can say about this experience.
The amazing sword fight scene that, you know, just destroys the Princess Bride one.
It was the one clink sound played about 50 times a second.
So you know what it sounded like? It sounded like, you know, when you go to hibachi and you choose what meat you want, they go, oh, okay. And the guy doesn't really, you're trapped, you can't get up. And the guy does it seriously that fast.
Yeah, it was a bit like, two of these things just happened in front of each other in close up. It did sound like
something culinary was happening. I expected, like, you know, like, and chicken too.
Except it wasn't.
Fine, let's reenact the
Ready?
sword fight.
Quip, quip, quip. And they weren't even like hitting, they were just like going near each other. Like,
yeah, with the sound effect. It was like
the
that.
The one sound effect looped. It was one clink.
It was, and yet it was still less annoying than the one sound effect clink from Merlin the Return.
Yeah.
I want to make a comment, but normally I enjoy seeing tits on screen. It used to be my thing.
It was a breast car pop.
It used to be my thing whenever we were watching these films that I'd go tits whenever I saw tits. But you have introduced me to several films now where I've just got bored of boobs.
You've actually ruined boobs. Look at that.
I haven't ruined them. The film did.
But it's only with you that I see films where I'm bored of seeing tits. It's like, normally it's like, hey, there's some tits. No, it's like, more? Really?
It's like if you eat, you know, all of your Halloween candy that night, you know, you just kind of like another chocolate bar.
It's not my fault you watched Sugar High Glitter City.
It stops being special.
No, that just made me freak out about yeast infections, to be honest.
The script for that is written, by the way.
Brilliant. But it was just constant. Big-titted woman. Inexplicably underdressed. There was a girl in a leotard, like, doing jazzercise.
Yeah.
And it cut away, it did a jump cut, and she took the leotard off to do, like, shadow boxing and more weightlifting.
Because that's how I work out, I gotta be
in
honest.
a thong, it's like, oh, I'm too dressed for this.
That's like, that's the Wii commercial that comes on really late at night for Just Dance. Like,
there are no men in this film.
There aren't.
This is like the most weird genocide ever, possibly some
I think
sort of
like the robots killed all the human men, and then they keep the women around for because like basically like, you know, they're like, he's getting off on this, and I'm like, why is he getting off on human women? Wait a minute, he's a computer. Why is he getting off at all?
I think some techno-organic virus, a la the Phalanx from X-Men, came down and turned all the men into robots, and now they reproduce by building robots. You know, or they all turned into Michael Jackson at the end of Moonwalker, but then they built new robots because they couldn't reproduce that way, and the women are just, you know, normal and they're cloned.
Like one robot got done for like raping vacuum cleaners at the shopping center,
and you know that. Having seen footage of a little person having sex with a vacuum cleaner, you know, thanks to. Sorry, I've seen this in footage and in real life, thanks to the Circus of Horrors. You know, I can believe that.
You know, you got to go for the dice, and those off-brand ones just don't have the suck.
Oh no, they go for horror. They go for Henry.
Really, Henry does have a good suck, but only if you get the green version.
Someone let the cat in. Sarah, let the cat in. See, a black kitten just appeared at the window. With a look on her face. Like, oh,
to be honest, this film, I could have left and come back and not missed much.
Or anything.
I could have went and got supper.
Kitten update. Now she's just kind of staring at the open window. Oh, now she's jumped in.
Come on, G. Yay.
She just ran somewhere else. Off to live her life. Sarah, what did you think of the movie?
Boobs.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So that was the cinematic equivalent of stripping naked and looking down for you then?
Yeah.
Including the cyborgs? I'm gonna guess from your tits downwards you're a robot.
You don't know what I have in my bedroom.
Oh, good point.
So
Actually, I do have 2 robots in my bedroom.
really?
Yeah,
They're
one,
ones that you made, or they're just like.
one I made in high school from scratch for a science project, and one that I built from a kit.
Oh. I used to have one of those little hex bugs you get that go nee across the floor, and the cats chase after it.
There were giant bugs and insects and
Yeah,
for no reason
there
at all.
were some robotic bugs, and there were some regular organic bugs that the guy blew up with hand grenades.
Oh yeah, the robot was originally designed as an exterminator, so he was like throwing knives at cockroaches, and they all seem to be on pictures of saints and Jesus.
Yeah. So
Symbolism!
this was made in 2005. It's its 10-year anniversary this year.
And the throwing knife bit was so bad. Like, give me your pen a second. It'd be like, he'd cut you a picture of a cockroach, then you cut back to the robot, and he'd be like, ching! Then he'd go, and then there'd be a knife would appear in the bug.
Yeah, the jump shots were terrible. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
This isn't the best film to watch first thing in the morning after getting about 3 hours sleep.
Yeah, about that. So, I hope that this has been all that you dreamed of, friend, who suggested this.
Although, if I can get a decent copy of this on DVD, I think I will add it to my review list, because I'm pretty sure I could get a repetitive as fuck, but hopefully amusing review out of it, but it would cause me physical pain to try and make it funny.
You could try to make it a Koyaanisqatsi.
No.
That would be a good cut.
Robot, big tit murder.
Robot, big tit murder.
Okay, so there's something that people don't know about. No, don't grab the kitten.
No, the cat. They want to be all like, look at the cat. No, cat stays in, because cat is awesome.
But a lot of people don't know about the Koyaanisqatsi reviews. I was the camera person for that. And I literally had to choreograph everyone lip-syncing Koyaanisqatsi at the same time. And so I had, like, all the people in the review angrily glaring at me. Because someone was like, you're not conducting correctly. I'm like, this is how you conduct.
Actually, you were that was the year Magfest where you were doing all of the interior to camera directing, while Magic Steve was doing
all the action shots, because he has like all these like really cool skills.
Yeah, so kind of got all the stuff in the corridor. That was him, Magic Steve.
The camera minion today is just not as good.
With a cat.
She's like, how is this happening? I want to go. You're like abusing her. Let her down. So, yeah, the cat has a poor opinion of it as well. It's in life. She's trying to see if she makes enough of a nuisance of herself if we'll let her out the window. So she can only come back in, like, 20 minutes later. So, like I said, I hope this was everything you dreamed it would be. Our backseat critique of this.
Minion, excite me.
It was shit.
It was, yeah, I can't really give it 2 thumbs up.
I wouldn't watch it again.
Yeah.
I got the feeling I'm going to have to watch it again at some point. Oh, God.
And their mouths moved, like, they looked like one time, like, rah, rah, rah.
Yeah, it was a little crappy puppet thing. Oh, God.
It was like, if this was the bottom half of the face, it was like,
Like
I am a detective. Bitch.
Like old-timey marionettes, but, you know.
I get the feeling there literally was a stick attached to the back of their
like,
bottom piece, and they're like, wah, 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 wah.
Entirely possible.
I mean, I can't complain because I once made up a puppetry rig for a pack of hot dogs.
I saw that. That was good.
Actually, I was pretty pleased with how that came out, though. But yeah, so that's us. That's what we have to say about that.
Yes, thank you for being a much loved patron, and because you know, if you weren't a patron and you made me watch this film, I probably would have to have you murdered, but because you're a patron, you're safe.
You can't see it, but the cat is now on the table attacking a roll of paper towels.
Good work, Chi.
Good work.
Good work.
So yeah.
Thank you for your patronage.
And just, if you watch this and you are a patron and you are owed some sort of reward, please let me know via DM, because there's quite a lot of you guys now, and I find it hard to keep track of what everyone's owed. I try to do my best, but sometimes memory like a sieve.
And we'll get to Lesbian Talk eventually, because this will probably come out before Lesbian Talk, because my desktop is actually in an office. It's in the shop somewhere near Sainsbury's. And I have a week left of the term, and everything is exploding. So yeah. So we'll bitch about Doctor Who, don't worry, she'll bitch about Doctor Who a lot. We will get to that. We have an episode that we've already recorded with a patron that will go up eventually. So that's the crack of that.
The crack of that.
That's the crack of that. Bye.